Hello everyone, it's Ian from Cromford Collector's Corner. I'm here today just to tell you a couple of things and show you this week's glorious wall of pleasure. So firstly, for anyone that's watching this on YouTube or on my Collector's Corner page on Facebook, the best way at the moment to contact me is Google Cromford Comic Shop. You will find me, or message Dalek Zen, Zen. He is my head of security and is currently managing my Facebook stuff. Well, I'm taking over his page. I'm on Instagram as Secondhand Geekery, as I say, Google Cromford Comic Shop, and you will find me if you have any questions or anything. I'm going to show you this week's Wall of Pleasure. For the very keen, some of people might have already seen some of these amazing copies of Detective Comics that I've got. I showed some of them in a little short on YouTube yesterday, but they're definitely worth having a better look at. There are some absolute gems here. So this comes from a pretty spectacular collection of Detective Comics and Batman Associated Comics that I acquired yesterday. There is a significant quantity, and I am working my way through it. However, I have taken out some of the key issues from this run. And while I say key issues, I'm sure I'm preaching to the converted, but for anyone that doesn't know, by key issues, I mean comics in which significant events occur, either in the in-universe, so the first appearance of a character, the death of a character, a major plot development, or it can be to do with an artist or a creator. But we'll have a look at that in a sec. I'm going to start at the top row. In the middle, I don't do many LPs, but in the middle, I have Jeff Love's Big Disco Sound, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, and Other Disco Galactic Themes. Oh man, I had this as a boy. I love Jeff Love. If you don't know Jeff Love's orchestra, I recommend Googling or going on YouTube and finding his version, Jeff Love's version of Wonder Woman, which is unbelievably cool, or his Batman, or his theme of Doctor Who. They are brilliant, and I love this. Very 70s, really, really cool. Anyway, so the first two comics we're going to look at are both copies of GI Combat from the 1970s, and GI Combat was published by DC, and in the period we're looking at here, they featured the Haunted Tank, which you might know. There were, I think, British reprints of this. But this first one is issue 168. Yes, issue 168. And this was published in 1974. That's a Neil Adams cover. Now, a lot of these covers are done by Joe Kubert, but this one is a Neil Adams. And that's a lovely copy. I put this kind of fine plus very fine minus. That's really nice. I put £7 on that. This one is a Joe Kubert cover. This is issue 174. 174. Again, this one was published in 1974. And that one is pretty sweet. I put very fine. There's not really any faults on that. It has a UK price stamp. But barring that, that is pretty sweet. I've put £10. If you like a bit of mid-70s creepy war comic. The other two I've got up here are really nice things. A couple of them, they both have little bits of wear. These are mid-70s Gold Key published Star Trek comics. You don't see these very often. This one is, I think, this one's 29, that one's 28. So that's issue 28 from 1975 of these lovely painted covers. And this one's number 29, again 1975. Yeah, really cool. People might know the comic strips that were in these. Not really because of the Gold Key comics, because they weren't massively available, I don't think, at the time. But they were reprinted in the British annuals of Star Trek, which I've got here, if you bear with me. That kind of thing. The Gold Key comics were reprinted in those. We're going to move on to some of these detective comics that I've got here. So these date really from the sort of early 80s. And these, as I say, are what we call key issues. Minor key issues. But nevertheless, pretty cool. These are very, very, very high grade. Yeah, some of the nicest sort of 80s Batmans that I've seen. Very flat, very clean, very little wear along the spine, very little discoloration to pages. Really, really nice. So this first one we're going to look at is Detective Comics 523. Detective Comics 523 was published in 1983. I've put near mint minus that. The only reason I've said it's near mint minus is that there are like 1 or 2 non-colour breaking spine ticks here, but I mean it really is, it's arguably near mint. Really cool. So obviously you've got Solomon Grundy on the cover there, but that is the first cameo appearance of Killer Croc, if you know the character. That one is £20. This next one is a gem. This is issue 524, so following on, this is the first full appearance of Killer Croc. And that is an absolute blinder. Again, it's very fine plus, near mint minus. Oh man, so cool. First full appearance of Killer Croc, £25. The next one along is issue 525, so again, the following on issue, so the third appearance of Killer Croc, but also the first full appearance of Jason Todd in Detective Comics, 1983. It's a near mint copy. That is beautiful. Jason Todd, everybody, £30. Really cool. The next one along is the first Onyx Adams, and that's the 1985 Detective Comics, number 546. Again, I said it's near mint. Absolutely stunning, £15. And then the last one, my friends, is Detective Comics 553. This was published in 1985. And this is the second appearance of Black Mask, the baddie in Batman. That is also near mint minus. Yeah, these are definitely worth seeing, guys, in person. I realise on video it's not great. But that's absolutely gorgeous. Again, that is £15. So as I say, I will be working on this large collection of Batman and associated things over the next few days. It is very busy in the shop in terms of how full it is in here, so I do apologise if you come in. But also it might be worth your while if you are a Batman fan. But it might also take me a bit of time. Yeah, I'm working on it. Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate it. And yeah, you all take care, okay? Speak to you soon. See you later. Bye.